What are you thirsty for? Happy Thirsty Thursday with me, Jake Thurston, and tomorrow, Friday, is a very special day. It is a big day for our country, and it's none other than Inauguration Day. It's a day where we swear in a whole new president, and that whole new president is none other than Donald J. Trump. And I recognize that a lot of us may have a good amount of mixed feelings about our new president. Some people may actually be excited and think he's going to do a lot of really good stuff, but I think a lot of other people find themselves in a slew of emotions. Some are concerned, some are frustrated, some may even, if we're honest with ourselves, be afraid of a new president and what Donald Trump's going to bring in for whatever reasons those may be. I understand we're all across the spectrum on this for so many things, and I think a lot of us too, and especially Christians, may find ourselves concerned with the direction that our country is going. Are we the same country that we used to be? Do we have as much influence as we used to? Are we, I don't know, like whatever it is, we may legitimately be afraid of the direction our nation is going. So for us to get some encouragement, for us to kind of figure out how to go about this, especially us as the church, I'd like to invite us to go back many centuries ago, back to the 4th or 5th century, can't remember the exact century, of the Roman Empire. A really big thing happened when the Visigoths, who were a neighboring people group there in Europe, did the unthinkable, and they sacked the Roman Empire. They penetrated through the walls of a city there in Rome and killed hundreds of people, destroyed buildings, caught things to fire, and basically, not only did they kill a whole bunch of people, they killed a lot of people's security in the Roman Empire. Because back then, it was believed that the Roman Empire was invincible. Like, nothing could break down the Roman Empire. And so all of a sudden, to have the Goths come in and prove that wrong, put a lot of people into shambles. But what was just as shocking was how a lot of people in the church, a lot of Christians especially, felt like they lost their security. They were putting their faith in their government. They were putting their faith in the power of the Roman Empire. And so there was this one particular saint, maybe you've heard of him, and his name was Saint Augustine. And he looked at how people were responding to the sack of Rome and how people were thinking, we're in shambles, the end of the world is coming, like, we don't know what to do. And so Augustine writes this very large novel, this very large book called The City of God. And basically, the main premise of this book is that there are two cities. And the first is the city of man. The city of man is the city that this world belongs to. It's prone to be corrupted. There's sin that's always involved. It's chaotic. It's unorderly. It's pretty much everything you would expect to be a part of this earthly kingdom. It's the city of man. But then there's also the city of God, which is the kingdom of heaven. It's God's kingdom on earth. It's holy, it's righteous, it's seeking to bring good to the city of man. And of course, we as Christians have the crazy privilege to be a part of the city of God while also living in the city of man. So St. Augustine, or Augustine, whatever you want to call him, makes this argument that if we as the church are a part of the city of God, then why are we so surprised when the city of man fails? When the city of man is corruptible and brings in all this fear? Because at the end of the day, we don't belong to the city of man. We belong to the city of God. And it is our mission as citizens of this city, of this holy city, to bring light to the city of man, to reveal bits and pieces of the city of God onto this world, onto this city, to show people that there is hope and that God is at work in ways that we may not even imagine. And so regardless of where you fall on the political spectrum of today, know that if you are a Christian, if you believe that Jesus is your Lord and Savior, and you are a part of the church, you are also a part of the city of God. And may I remind us that it's our mission as citizens of this city to cast light onto the city of man, to love the city of man, to encourage, to pray for our political leaders, to love the people who disagree with us and to not get into petty arguments on social media and to do all these other things. Because we have to remember that our political leaders are people too, you know? And they need love just as much as everyone else does. So may we be catalysts of change by loving the citizens of the city of Man. Let's do that.